You people, what's up? Welcome back to Space Engineers! And here I'm showcasing some more skins I found. This is the wood helmet, together with the crocodile suit and rainbow boots. Oh yeah! I'm really wondering, are there more, how much skins are in this game, and are there any other epic skins beside the medieval ones? I haven't found any yet, but might be, right? So, yes, this thing. Well, how should I say this? It's complicated. As you can see, these things have almost been destroyed at this point because I'm an idiot, basically. Because they're actually, I don't even need to repair them because I will not put them in that place anymore. It would be very dumb for me to do so. Also, there's some kind of selection bug right now. Do not seem to be able to target it. That's weird. Yeah, it's like flickering. That is very weird. What is going on right now? There we go. At least one is gone. This one seems to be fine. Okay. So, there we go. Our solar panels are gone, and... what is it? It is displaying me... what? What did it display just now? A solar panel? 60 kilometers into the ground? What the hell? Oh, that's why I had this stuff on here. Alright. Let's keep that decoration on here. Oh. Wait, since when is that in? Since when are half blocks for small ships in? I didn't read that in the patch notes. Holy hell. Okay. Nice, good to know. Half blocks are now available for small ships, apparently. This is interesting. Really didn't read anything about that. Normally I catch these updates when they come out, but totally missed that one. Alright, so a few things to do with our rocket. First off, I think I will do this. I'll switch out the cargo containers. And when I say switch out, I mean I'll rearrange them in a way that, like this, so I can at least access them. This still means I cannot really fill them with materials through the conveyor system, because that would have been way too complicated to accomplish without demolishing most of my ship. So this will have to do. And this is more than enough. I mean, it's enough to transport a shit ton of goods into space. What I want to check... that's weird. That's kind of a bug, right? What I want to check is if I can put ice in these things, and if it will... if I can shift ice from these things into my oxygen generator. Because then I could take with me a shit ton of ice, basically. And therefore have more like fuel. Not direct fuel, because of course it's not yet processed, but like indirect fuel, so to speak. If you know what I mean. So, now I have to think about how we will do this. I think I will actually remove these, and then I can probably somehow... oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Something is blocking my placement here. I'm not quite sure what it is, though. Oh, it's the connector itself. That's why. Alright. I think if I go a bit further up, the placement will be... right? Can place it like this. Ugh, this is annoying. Very annoying indeed. Because I still want to make it kind of symmetrical. Just let me try something. Sorry, I was so quiet for a second, but something is not right here. Why is this being blocked? It's not supposed to. Oh, wait, or... Oh, no, the hydrogen tank itself is the blocking thing. This is bigger than it looks. Alright, fine. Bonk. Came down with a bonk. Alright, so... how am I gonna do this? This is not satisfying right now, because these things are huge. These tanks. I don't want to stick them just on... You know what? I'll just make it longer. I think that's what it's gonna be. I'll just take off all this stuff, basically. There's nothing in... Oh no, I cannot put stuff in the cockpit. The cockpit has no inventory. So I'll just make a huge, way too big rocket. And I'll just tower hydrogen tanks upon each other. That's basically how it's gonna go. This is gonna be silly, for sure. Also, I need to figure out something with the conveyors as well, because this is not flying. Alright, let me think. We shall need some more small conveyors. We'll just lead these outwards. And you need interior plates, yes. We shall get them interior plates. Also, we need all the other resources as well. We need... oh god, all of this stuff. Motors, we still have enough motors, actually. Small tubes. There we go. Should be enough. Alright, where was I? Oh, yes. Putting on stuff like that. And then one up and one up. Just trying to remember if I need to put anything else inside my rocket or... Oh, damn. Actually... Oh, damn it, I didn't turn off the hydrogen. I'm an idiot. Oh, well. It is how it is. I'm trying to figure out if there's anything else I can put on the rocket right now, or if that is everything and I really just need the hydrogen tanks at this point. I mean, let's think about this. We had one hydrogen tank full, and that barely, I mean, barely got us to 2,000 meters, I think, above ground level. Which means we'll have to get a huge amount more things. A huge amount more of hydrogen to even considerably get in the way of getting close. I mean, Jesus, how much do we need? Maybe I've put on too much power, you know? And therefore it's now very... oh god, and I even fucked up the placement. That is stupid. You know, maybe I just put on too many thrusters. Maybe I didn't need that many thrusters, and now they're consuming so much energy that it's very hard to get an effective craft going. You know what I mean? Maybe that is the problem. That's why people calculate these things, because it's actually very useful to do calculations like that, right? So you know beforehand if your aircraft is gonna work or not. Because right now, it's not even remotely. Where are the computers? I do need more computers. I think. Don't see any. No computer. Well, let me get these. There we go. There we go. The game is kind of weird, like pseudo buggy at this point. I'm not quite sure why. Sometimes it displays me signals that are not there, and sometimes it's not really selecting the blocks how it should. It's kind of weird. All right, let's connect these, and then they will. Oh, come on. Motors, yeah, motors. Motors are missing. There we go. So now we should see these tanks get filled up in a second or so. Technically. Right now they're not getting filled at all. This is weird. Let's just, for now, put one more on top. And then the cockpit on top of that. Hydrogen thrusters. There we go. Oh, maybe that was the problem. It didn't pump it into... Oh, yeah, look at this. It didn't pump it into the tanks because it was directly fueling the hydrogen turbines. That's not the right word. The hydrogen thrusters. So basically, right now I was just like burning gas that was coming from the factory directly. It did not go over the tanks, it just basically, I burned shit. I caused global warming, you could say. Actually, if you burn hydrogen, does that cause global warming? I don't even know what happens if you burn hydrogen. Is there any like bad gases getting produced if you do that? I'm not a chemist, I don't know these things. Oh god. Good thing you don't have to look out for that in Space Engineers. You polluted the planet. You get demoted to... well, not an engineer. Oh, there we go. My components are like all over the frickin' place right now. See? Again, the selection. Somehow weird. It's not working properly right now. Because I know this thing is... There we go. It's now we can select it again. What the hell? Seriously? What the hell? Also, we need to... I forgot. We need to take that off again. Sorry. Because, of course, we would love to have this connected so we can shift stuff through our inventory from the cockpit. Would be very useful to do so. Therefore... we'll connect these up. Now I have to think, where are the ports? Like right on the edge, so to speak. So right here. Alright. And now a block in the middle so we can place our cockpit. Right. Oh, ouch! That hurt. Look at this! Look at how tall it is now. That is ridiculous. Okay. So, now... the question is, do I want to make it heavier than it needs to be? Do I want to plate it more? I think right now, for like just testing purposes, I'm not gonna actually put more plating onto this. Doesn't make any sense, right? Because I'm not even sure it is enough power right now. Even at this stage, I'm not sure. I mean, I have now, what, 3 more tanks, which means I probably will be able to go twice as far. Hopefully. I'm not even sure that's enough, though. Well, the thing is, if we see that it's not enough, then we just will gradually start to fall back to Earth. That's what the plan is going to be. So, like, if we are on a 10% hydrogen, we'll just start descending again without propulsion. And then basically just brake at the last few meters. Shouldn't be too hard. Alright, look at that. That looks fine. Just put these on, actually. Now I should actually build with half blocks, since they're now in, for small vehicles. Let me just put on a little nose, so to speak. Also, my hydrogen bottles are running out. God damn it. Alright, now for the... I want to put on some blocks here for the spotlights. That's what they are called, spotlights. Sometimes I have these like blackouts almost, where I'm searching for a certain word and I struggle to find it. God damn it. I don't know why. Sometimes I can talk fluid for hours without interruption, and sometimes I'm like sitting in front of my computer and staring into empty space and search for words like a 3-year-old. I don't know. But yeah. So where's the spotlight? There's the spotlight. Put that on. Very nice. Alright, so I think we're ready again, right? Well, we'll actually fill it up with ice now. Just get a ton of ice. Well, not a ton, but... Well, first, let's do an experiment. We put it into here. Can we then move it from here into the onboard oxygen generator? Where is the... Yes, we can. Okay. So we can basically, if we want to, we could load it full with ice. I don't think we need to, but we could, which is nice. Nice ice. Let me think. Well, you know what? Fuck it. Oh yeah, solar panels. Solar panels, obviously. Almost forgot about these. So, I think if we put them up here somewhere, it shouldn't be a problem. I think up here is safe. I mean, large thrusters have some range, but this should be fine. Yeah, that's fine. Although, I have to say, I would love to put them on the side, rather. Here comes my, like, OCD-ish attitude. I want to put them, like, either side of it, because that's something that is really bugging me. The solar panels, they're not centered. That is something that has been bugging me for years now in this game. I know there's easy mods to fix this. Oh god, what was that? Yeah, there's mods which can fix that. Obviously, very easy mod, but since I don't want to play with mods on this particular playthrough here, or playthrough on this save, yeah, I'm kinda bound to use the asymmetrical solar panels, which are infuriating to say the least. At least if I build it like that, it's a bit more symmetrical. think before we start, we'll do a small test to see if it actually is safe. It should be, but you never fucking know. Hydrogen's... well, I still have bottles. Hydrogen is... I wanted to say hydrogen is running low again on me, but still have an extra bottle. Although I almost went through 2 bottles right now in almost half an hour. Grand. Oh, where are more steel plates? I need more steel plates. Solar cells. Oh yeah, of course I also need girders and the bulletproof glass. But first let's finish these. So which direction is it? It's... yeah, okay. It's the upper side is right here. Oh my god! What is that? That is so irritating. Jesus Christ. It's so irritating I forgot what I was supposed to get. Oh yeah, girders and this. I think that's supposed to be enough. And it's buggy again. What the hell? I mean, I'm very happy you put in small ship blocks with small ship half blocks, but it's kind of dumb right now. It's very buggy. Not quite sure if I like this update. Alright, let's refill our hydrogen bottles really quick. There we go. Take some more stuff with us. There we go. Right. So, not sure if this is a good idea. But, what other choice do we have? We have to test it somehow, so... everything activated. Roger that. Decoupled and go. It's raining a lot slower. Still considerably fast somehow, but... now, as I said, I'm not quite sure how high we need to go. I know that on the, like, the bottom right side where it says gravity, we have a planetary gravity of 1g at this point. And we very soon we should see a gradual lower number. And as soon as we are at 0, that means we reach orbit. I'm a bit concerned right now. It's not going down. How high are we? We're not even as high as the highest mountain yet. And we're already down to 65-ish. Oh, Jesus. Oh, there it goes! Gravity is reducing. Amazing. Still not quite convinced we're gonna make it, but... also, look at that. There's a beautiful red planet right above us, and there's also, on the top left, there's a green one, a bit further away. Also, these unknown drones, do they also spawn in space? I think they do, right? I wonder if they're any different. We've reached altitudes of 9,700, 98, 99, 10,000. Gravity has been reduced to 0.61 G. I'm not quite sure we're gonna make it. I think we're probably gonna go down to 0.3 G at best. And then we're basically gonna fall down again. As I said, if I reach a value, a hydrogen value of like, I don't know, 10%, we'll probably stop. Well, I'll test something. Yeah, we lose speed way too fast. But we're... Look at that! That is our planet! That is amazing. Oh, it's so sad. We reached 0.4 G with 3 hydrogen tanks, basically. So basically now I'm gonna turn off the engines. Oh, look at it. And now we should start to fall back down again. Straight down, as we're supposed to. And then basically on the last few kilometers I'll activate the thrusters again, and then we should gradually glide down and attach ourselves to our connector again. And then we have to figure out how and where we put on more tanks. Actually, we can be looking. We should be looking at that right away. I think we could attach 2 more on the level of the solar panels, like on the above and the low side, right? And then we should probably have enough hydrogen to escape the atmosphere, I think. Although maybe we should consider even putting on even 1 more. Not quite sure. But actually 2 more should be way enough. Are the hydrogen tanks, are they actually filling up right now again? They should be. Yes, they're filling up right now. Because I have eyes in the oxygen generator. So, yeah. Also very, very good to see. I'm not suffocating because I actually have an oxygen tank on this. That's kind of amazing, actually. If I look, I'm like surrounded by high-ass mountains. This one being the most impressive one. I mean, that is huge, man. Huge fucking mountain. And I don't see any other ices around, actually. There's a bit of weird, like, flat land over there, like this yellow-greenish plane over there. That's kind of interesting. It was nice to see our surroundings like that. Oh, please don't crash. If I crash this thing, I'm gonna be mad. So at 1 kilometer, I'll engage the hydrogen engines. And engage. Easy. So yeah, note 10% is more than enough to get back down again. Although it looks like we got off course a little bit. Right? Definitely looks like we're not on course anymore. Oh, this is gonna be hilarious if I don't land this thing in time. Oh, come on. Oh, Jesus! Oh, no! Oh, God, I killed it! Oh. Good job. Well done. Yes, okay. That just happened. Fuck. Okay, this is kind of a shitty situation to say the least. Let me. Oh God. Well, to be fair, that was. Yeah, I was to blame for that. That was stupid. Oh, I need to plan this stuff better. Holy shit. It was kind of amazing, though, I have to say. And it pretty much only damaged the lower part of the rocket, which is okay. Basically, the ignition module fell off, you could say, right? So this is actually kind of a blessing in disguise, because now we can reconsider the rocket design. Because as we have seen, 4 thrusters is overkill. I mean, absolute overkill. And probably these 4 thrusters use more energy than they need. So, I'm thinking right now about how and what we should fix. Let me think about this while I disassemble all the stuff, because we need to disassemble this. There's just no getting around that fact that we completely need to disassemble all this stuff, basically. I'm thinking about like a 1 turbine kind of deal. I think that is actually enough. 1 big turbine. Might be a bit slower. No, it won't be slower, because more turbines will not make you faster, right? Basically, more turbines will just ensure that you can actually lift off if you're heavy enough. Therefore, more turbines should not be necessary. Oh god. Ripped off. Just like one of the turbines was ripped off. Everything else is technically intact, but the problem, of course, about Space Engineer is that it's very hard to reattach stuff, at least on planets. I know in space you can fiddle around with merge blocks, and since it's 0 gravity, it's a bit more easy to move things. Right now, the biggest problem I have right now is to actually move this into a position where I can work on it again. Again, in 0 gravity, it would just like float in space and I could just work on it. Here, of course, I have now the problem that I need to kinda prop it up, if you know what I mean. Because right now I can only get to it from one side. Actually, I cannot even get to it from the back side. Don't think I can push it away. No. Okay. Maybe I'll try if I can lift it with my little copter over there. If I'm lucky. Because if I can, I will just move it a bit to the side and then start working on it. If that is possible. Well, that's what Space Engineer is all about. Trial and error. Doing something, failing, learning from your mistakes, and doing it again. Right? Since this was my first experience with hydrogen thrusters, I think I'm now a bit more enlightened on their use. Hopefully. And hopefully I will not crash another vessel. Also, I kinda learned that these kind of connectors, although being very good in 0 gravity for like docking purposes on planets, they don't seem to work that well. I think on planets it's better to have landing gears and just prop down wherever you want to go. And well, I guess if I want to fill my tanks up with hydrogen, I'll have to use some kind of a tank vehicle to just like connect to my station and then load up the tank vehicle with hydrogen, move over and load up this thing. So yeah, that's, at least I think that's how I will do it. Don't see any other way at this point. Because as you have seen, if you're in a hurry and you need to dock, especially with the design that I went, this like very narrow design, that's almost impossible. Wait, what? What is going on? The engines are not... Wait. The engines should be run. What is going on? Why are the engines not running? The engines are somehow turned off. What is going on? Thrusters. What? I somehow... Okay. Oh god. This is going great today. I'm crashing one vehicle after another. Oh, come on! Oh, there we go. Managed to turn it around without too big of a damage. Alright, let's see if we can grab this thing and move it a little bit. I doubt it because it's gonna be very heavy, but who knows. Yeah, no. Actually, well, maybe. A little bit. We cannot lift it off the ground, but we can just, like, move it bit by bit. I think that's actually enough for now. Well, a bit further away from the landing platform would be preferable. So let me grab it again. There we go. Ugh! Come on! I have to kind of move, like, diagonal a bit. Like this. That seems to work. Okay. Was this successful? Well, yeah, that was successful. All right. Good job, little copter. You did me proud. As a reward, we're going to search for... Oh, God. Jesus, what am I doing? I wanted to say as a reward, we're going to hunt down some skins, but holy shit. What am I doing today? I'm crashing my rocket, almost flipped over my copter indefinitely, and then crashed into my solar panel. And now I'm going to crash into the freaking mountain if I don't watch out. There we go. Oh, I'm not on top of my game today. Can you tell? Ooh, that looks... Is this one of these big drones that jumps? Because I've encountered one drone that kinda jumped away from me. Not quite sure if that is one of them. Let me grab. Grab. That was not a successful grab. There we go. We grabbed it. Alright. Jesus Christ. Let me look at that drone. No, I don't think it's one of those. Because the drone that I was encountered that was like jumping away from me had a thruster below. And it also had a sensor. Which probably like sensed if I was close enough and then activated the thruster. So... yeah, that's not one of these drones, but still, it's interesting looking. Kind of reminds me of Portal 2 turrets, this thing. Somehow. I'm not quite sure. Alright, let me dock this thing again. There we go. Alright, at least you could give me a skin for all my trouble. The leopard grinder. We already have that. That's the first time I got a double. A skin double, so to speak. That's interesting. A lot of firsts today. Our first real crash with a one of our vehicles. What else? Our first... what else could you say? Our first... almost escape of the atmosphere. Our first look at the planet from upstairs. Upstairs, from almost out of the atmosphere. A lot of firsts. Alright, so let me just put on some pieces on here. Before I quit this episode, I just want to lay out like some basic things here. some basic structures. So this is gonna be... This should be more than enough. And then basically just put on this. That should also be... again, now I can not really... Or can I? You know? Like this. That should be good now. I am smart. So this is like our basic propulsion system. That should be enough. And then... Oh, I'm gonna be so clever today. After I failed horribly, I'm gonna be clever. Now we're gonna use this little structure here, which we already built, and we're gonna expand it. Oh, that's the wrong conveyor we got there. We want a small one. Now we're gonna expand this. So we can use these as brake thrusters, because let's be honest, we don't really need those, because again we're gonna go straight up basically, so there's not gonna be a lot of things in our way that we need to brake for quickly, but there still needs to be these thrusters, otherwise we will never stop. Or we had to like swing around to stop. That's a bit dumb. Wait, did I mess up? Yeah, I messed up. Just caught that luckily. Otherwise, it would not have worked again. All right. There we go. So we have these, the basic thruster layout. I think that is actually fine. That is more than enough. And yeah, they're already working very well. It's actually very nice that you can, that these large hydrogen thrusters have these 4 conveyor ports, which mean you can basically do this basic propulsion unit like this. Looks very cool. Now, complete that, and now the thrusters should spring to life, technically. Not sure if... don't seem to. But they do. They do work. Ah, now they're alive. So, other than that, now we need to put on hydrogen tanks. The thing is, now we can put hydrogen tanks on a whole lot of different places. We can put, technically, we could like fill this whole row with like a triple row of hydrogen thrusters. Hydrogen tanks, obviously. But what I want to do right now is actually a landing gear thingy. I want to make sure that I can land this thing properly without a catastrophe, as we have seen before. And this should be exactly what we need. Putting on these like arms, and then putting landing gears on the bottom of that should be sufficient. I really don't know what these sounds are. I know I have to edit that in the post-production because it's fucking loud. I know that much. I think it has to do with something with air tightness, potentially. Because I know this sound is made when, for example, you have a room full with air, and then you open a door to, like, space, basically. Then it sounds like this if all of the oxygen is escaping. But I don't know why it does it here on the planet where I have, you know, oxygen atmosphere. Not quite sure why it's doing it here. Alright. Should we try to stand this rocket up into a good position? Can we even? Wait, do we have a gyroscope? Just for reference. Yeah, we do. But it seems we have a bit of a power problem, so to speak. Now we did not have, we had more than enough power beforehand. Now we seem to have not enough power. So, this is quite a project, I tell you. Yeah, I think we need to add a second thruster on each direction. Which basically means we're gonna put one onto this as well. Like this. Yes. Yes, indeed. And hope this will work. We need to put one on this. Ah, fucking hell. That really hurts my ears. The thing is, all other sounds are perfectly normal. Even a bit quiet at times. And this almost rips my goddamn ears off. It's kind of funny. I can, you know, I cannot quite get it up. That's what he said, I suppose. Alright, alright. Plan C. I think we're at C or D already, so... Ooh, I think I damaged the tank. No, I didn't. Okay, good. But I'm kinda running out of hydrogen, actually. So I'll disable that real quick. We're really in a weird situation at this point. Because it's not upright. We have trouble actually getting it upright again. And as soon as it is upright, we technically won't be needing all these weird thrusters. It's really strange. Wait, what did I need to get? Oh, these. Yeah, right. Forgot. I forgot. And one on this side. Metal grids. How heavy is this thing? 28 tons. Holy shit. We're still not able to lift it, though. That's kind of interesting. Oh my. Oh, this is gonna be painful. Should I just put on, like, 2 large thrusters instead? Is that what I should do? Seriously, because this does not work at all. There is not any improvement whatsoever at this point. So I might just basically use this placement here for a large thruster in sideward direction. The problem, of course, is I need to wire it up as well, right? It is super annoying at this point. I'm really like fiddling around like a mad scientist. This is truly a Frankenstein creation. I only wanted to live! But right now it's not really doing that. Large steel tubes. Also, I'm already almost at an hour again, so sheesh. There we go. So, how would we establish connection? I guess over this? Yeah, okay. The thing is, I also will have to put these kind of thrusters at the top and bottom. So wait, this is actually not cutting it right now. So I'll remove this. And this, obviously. Oh, this had... Oh, okay. Okay. Okay then. Fine. Actually, thinking about it, I have a plan. Don't need this anymore. Oops. I'm doing smart things right now, can you tell? Ah! What the heck? Okay, now we... My ears are gonna die. Okay, and now we can just connect this via this little pipe. Alright, that's good, so we don't need to do like an elaborate weird thing up here. Well, technically we can do this, so if the main line is compromised, this will still give both thrusters fuel. It's actually like kind of like a failsafe, so to speak. Which is kind of nice, I guess. Did I fuck up again? Oh, no, I didn't. Well, I did on this side, but that's not what I meant. Because I tend to put components down and then put immediately something above it. Because again, that's a creative reflex. Because of course, if you put things down in creative, they're finished, you know? You don't need to build them. Alright, we need to take this off. Oh my. And now we need to dig. Quite a large chasm under here. Okay. Putting on the big gun. Or the big thruster. Completed. And now there should be stuff in here. Yep. Good. And replacing that. Very good. And then we do the same thing here, basically. We'll just connect. Again, this is symmetry and failsafe. Like this. And here again, I did it. Did the wrong thing. Placed objects up on each other that were not finished. There we go. Much more like it. Now this will be the last experiment. Can it stand? That's gonna be the last thing I do. And if it does, I'm happy. If it's not standing up, I might have to export this thing into creative and fiddle around with it just to see where the problem lies at this point. Alright, we have elevation of some description. Ugh! Right. Come on. Have we all... Are all gears in contact with the ground? No, not really. You know, they put in this feature where your landing pads would connect automatically, and it would activate the automatic connection every once in a while if you were off the ground. And that is technically a very good feature, but right here it was annoying as hell. Alright, so it's standing upright again, which means we can work on it a bit more easier. And the thing is, I might actually also put some landing gears like on the bottom of this, like on this side and on this side maybe. Look at this thing and this propulsion system, that's crazy. But at least if we're going just up, it's not gonna use that much hydrogen. And we still can put on a shit ton of hydrogen tanks on the top there. So yeah, I guess that's what we're gonna do. But right now, this needs a revision. So yeah, thanks for watching this catastrophe, and I'll see you next time.